know how many times this orange-headed beast lied. He lied so damn much I could not keep up. One, he said that there was actual talks between him and Iran. There are no fucking talks. And the regime changes happened after y'all assassinated their leaders. Two, he said he's taking...
Man, I think they have a regime backup plan for a while. It probably goes deep, yo. Let's just be honest. It probably goes deep at this point.
Not their Navy, their Air Force. They barely got anything. If they barely got anything, why the fuck are they taking out Israel left and right? Inflation is not down. It's almost at 4%. Economy is not booming. It's barely making it. We are steady at the moment. Employment is between 4.4 and 4.6. Low hire and we gonna fire. Gas is around $4 a goddamn gallon. None of our allies are coming to our rescue. He lied on service members, family members, talking about they told him to finish the job. They did not say that shit. All he did was try to boast about himself and how great he was doing and how great he did at removing Obama's trading deal with Iran. He also lied about Iran being the ones that attacked first. When it came to Wigs R Us bragging about those B-2 bombers he did last year, baby, we didn't hit shit. They confirmed it. Strait of Hormuz still belongs to Iran. They still popping off on everybody and mama. We don't have a ceasefire deal. There are no communications. And our economy is suffering for it. And we're losing service members because of it. And all that motherfucker can do out there is just brag about what he's done. He's done nothing. He's a fucking idiot.
Julie Harrison just dropped this video. Iran, it's titled Black People React to Iran's Open Letter to American Citizens. So Iran looks like he just bypassed all the government and everybody and just straight addressed the American people. So let's go ahead and take a look. Very serious matter. I know this war is taking a hit on every single American right now in one way, shape, or form. Let's go ahead and take a look.
I want to talk to you guys about this letter, right? The letter that the Iranian president has issued out to the American citizens, to the United States citizens. Number one, it was to the United States citizens, not the United States government. Mind you, the United States government has been pleading for weeks now, for about 2 weeks, to have conversations with Iran, and Iran has denied it each and every time. They came to us. That's a red flag.
It's definitely a red flag. Iran is saying, hey, you want to play bully ball? You want to play this game of billion bully? Like, you got to come to my area. You got to come to my turf. And guess what America is doing? We're doing it. And it costs money to go way halfway across the world and go to their turf to pick a fight. And it's costing us, the American people, a lot of that dollars, the extra costs, man. Like, it's just struggle after struggle, but let's just keep watching.
So already before even reading it, I'm already like, this is not a good sign. After reading it, I'm like, oh no, this is definitely not a good sign. Now, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, right? But my understanding, my perception of this letter is that this is Iran's last attempt in them defending themselves, explaining their stance, and also issuing out the truth to the United States citizens. This is their last time trying to explain everything to us. And when I say that this is their last time explaining to us, this is their last time explaining before everything that's about to go down actually goes down. Because once that starts, right? Once that phase of this war begins, Iran will not have time to explain to you all, United States citizens, why everything is going down the way that it's going down. They are giving us this last opportunity to basically accept the truth at our own discretion. The way that Iran organized that letter, they said everything that they needed to say. Everything that they needed to say. They started off with their history, highlighting that they have one of the oldest civilizations in history, and that throughout their entire history, not once have they ever initiated a war. Iran's president stated that throughout the entire existence of Iran, that they do not have one moment in history that supports or provides evidence that Iran has ever supported or condoned colonialism, destruction, domination, has initiated any war, ever, that they have never imposed any type of sanction that has impacted the civilians of any nation. They broke that down, unlike the United States. After stating that historical fact, Iran, in the letter, states that portraying Iran as a threat is neither consistent with historical reality nor with present-day observable facts. And in the letter, they say all of that to explain how is it that your government was able to successfully run this propaganda about us, Iran, starting the war when we don't even have the history that supports that we are capable of this, that we do this. They are trying to make you, the American citizen, who is supposed to be the reader, understand exactly what's going on. A country that has never, throughout its entire history, who is older than the United States, has never initiated a war, yet the United States was able to successfully spread propaganda about this country and this war. Let that sink in. In the letter, they then, Iran, explained to everybody that the Iranian people have no hate towards the American citizens, towards any European, towards anybody, to be honest, right? That they, right, in their government has always made the clear distinction between government and the people. You understand how that distinction is deeply rooted in principle and collective consciousness, something that we don't have here in the United States.
I'm glad that they are definitely distinguishing the difference between the people and government, because a lot of times you'll get that confusion. You know, if they were really about that and really serious, they will include everything, people in the government. Okay, you, the people, y'all put these people in place to run your government. You're just as fault, but they can see through that. They're smart enough to say, "Hey, look, man, American people." Because to be honest with you, like I don't help make those goddamn decisions to fly planes out there and do all this to call the shots, and nor does millions of other Americans. We literally have to sit here and really take it on the chin, their decision making, what it comes down to us in our pockets, the way we live our life, to be on call, all those sort of things because of these guys. And then it just comes down to a lot. But I'm glad that they're making the distinguishment between that. We understand that it's not that the people, it's the government.
He pointed it out. That statement was not only made to disgrace and shame the United States government, but also the citizens, the active citizens that elected these people into these positions. And then right before the letter ends, you're now at the point, if you're reading it, right? You are 3/4 into the letter. Iran poses the fundamental question: exactly which of the American people's interests are truly being served by this war? Was there any objective threat from Iran to justify such behavior? They're asking you, the United States citizens, what did they do to deserve this? What can your government, the American government, say to justify such actions? What did they do? They're asking you, the American citizens. They want you guys to open up your eyes and see what the fuck is going on.
I know.
All of these actions that the United States government is implementing, is imposing, on whose interest, on behalf of whose interest are they for?
What do you mean? Selfish interests of people that can call the shots. We didn't start all this stupidness. I think Israel had a big part of starting this mess too. The bonds, the relationships. Like, if I do this, you got to roll with me attitude. The homeboy connect. Just dumbass stuff. Now I'm sitting over here. Grocery prices are up. Gas prices are astronomically high. People are struggling to get to work now. People have to quit their jobs. Government shutdowns aren't even, we can't even pay people because you're funding other stuff. Like, it doesn't make sense, man. We're not getting taken care of at all. There is no benefit from this war for us. They claim that it's just, to disarm some sort of big threat. Bro, we got some threats here domestically that we need to deal with right now. I'm talking about financial crisis, healthcare crisis, systems that have been around for years getting shut down, that's supposed to be here for the people. But right now, it's just not looking good. You know, one thing, Joe Biden funded the Ukraine against Russia when they were getting invaded by Russia. But hey, look, we're not gonna go help with all that. We'll give you some stuff because, hey, we're going to be nice, blah, blah, blah. But we're not actively involved, killing people, destroying homes, buildings, infrastructure, making threats for what, though? Like, dog, there's nothing that you can do over there potentially that can help us right now over the course of right now. You get what I'm saying? So I definitely get the cry out, like, why? What is going on? And a lot of the average American people who don't tend to the news right now, who are a little bit illiterate to what's going on, exactly what, other than oil, other than bullying, other than having a presence, trying to keep that big dog status over there in that region. What more other than, again, the long ball game that we don't see? Tell us. Like, we want to know.
Iran stated multiple times in that letter that they will defend themselves, and they are defending themselves, that they will not stand down. This letter is their last attempt in explaining their position to the United States citizens before what goes down actually goes the fuck down. That's it.
I watched Donald Trump's speech last night to the nation.
I mean, she hot right now, but like I can't sit here and find one thing that I can say, hold up, pump the brakes. Like she said she came with the facts.
So you didn't have to, but here are some of the most ridiculous things he said that are just flat out lies.
The United States has never been better prepared economically to confront this threat. You all know that. We built the strongest economy in history. We're going through it right now, the strongest in history. In 1 year, we've taken a dead and crippled country, made it the hottest country anywhere in the world by far with no inflation, record-setting investments coming into the United States, over $18 trillion, and the highest stock market ever, with 53 all-time record highs in just 1 year.
The United States economy is doing horribly right now. Gas is almost $6 a gallon in California. People can't afford rent. People can't afford bills. The price of groceries is higher than ever. And to hear the president, who is a billionaire, go online and rant about the stock prices, which the average American doesn't own, and how America is doing better than ever, when internally American citizens feel as if the money being spent abroad can be spent here to focus on school, daycare, healthcare, and infrastructure, is a slap in the face. So once again, I'm going to ask this throughout this video: how do you guys who are poor from Iowa, Nebraska, and farmers continue to support a man who only fills his coffers and makes his friends rich?
Then we're in great shape for the future. The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it. The countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately
Then why are you bullying the Strait of Hormuz? Like, what are you doing this for, bro?
depend
Like,
on.
you started this whole bull crap, bro. You was just assisting in the first week. And like after the first week of everything went in, dude, it became more U.S. than anything. It really became more U.S. anything. Like, that's what it looks like. It just like we have this major hand in it for no apparent reason when this wasn't even our beginning fight.
The United States imports roughly 600,000 barrels a day from Saudi Arabia and up to 350,000 barrels a day from Iraq. This oil all comes through the Strait of Hormuz. And even if it didn't, global markets dictate the price of oil, which is why the oil increase and shortage around the world cause prices to go up. Trump has also threatened to stop sending aid to Ukraine if the Europeans do not help his war in Iran. To come on and start a war that no one needed because Iran wasn't actual imminent threat to us and weren't going to attack us, because Iran doesn't officially attack other nations in the region, especially abroad, and then try to rope the EU into your war, and then now you're blaming them for not securing the Strait of Hormuz because you're scared to go in to Iran and actually fight them head on.
It just don't make no sense. Like, bro, like, we way over here. Why go all the way over there? Nothing was wrong.
In these past 4 weeks, our armed forces have delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories on the battlefield. Victories like few people have ever seen before. Tonight, Iran's navy is gone. Their air force is in ruins as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left. Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks.
Not only has this war been sloppy, unnecessary, and messy, you have actually bombed a children's school with hundreds of kids in it. So no, your actions have not been swift and have not been direct. We've also shot at our own planes, and we've also had our own army personnel injured by America and America's actions. So no. And to continuously claim that Iran is decimated while Iran is sending out videos inviting America's and troops to come on the ground saying that they're ready for you and showing their navy, you can't just continuously lie, because American eyes have not even seen your efforts in the war. We haven't seen anything. All we've seen is you bomb a couple of factories. That doesn't mean Iran is decimated, and I doubt that they're decimated because they're on a bombing campaign right now in Israel and in the Middle East, your allies.
The second largest reserves on Earth after the United States of America. We're now totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have.
Why are you there? What? Are you there? Like, that's the good question, bro. You know what, man? I can't hear shit from a man that literally says that, hey, it's war and there's going to be casualties. And this was him talking about literally the armed forces, like him inviting, like, hey, you're out. I'm putting you out there, and it is what it is. You're going to die. In a matter of words, not word for word, but to break it all down, that's what he said recently. So when he said that, after that, I was like, this dude just don't know the fucking, what is going on. And it's pissing me off because we have to live day to day and everything is high as giraffe nuts on the day to day lifestyle. I feel like we're not getting told what we need to get told, man. You want to tap in, everything is getting filtered down to what you want to hear. They're watering shit down. And to be honest, we have our own struggles to go through. So at the end of the day, guys, tell me what you guys think about the war. How did that letter break down to, make you feel? Leave your thoughts in the comments and I'll see you on the next video. But damn, bro, I'm like, come on.